Greetings, one and all, to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet, a YouTube channel content creator actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome and good evening, wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8, and I'll probably make some videos where I read about an anime tarot card deck. As you can see, there's a Natasha. I will not be able to pronounce that correctly. Granted, I don't know if I actually ever use this tarot card deck, because I have mixed feelings on that. But thought it'd be interesting to read. So when I picked it up, it was like 20 bucks. So fair that was fairly cheap. And fair to be cool to read. Though I don't know if I can read the whole book here. I might. And also I was like debating on like what pictures to use. I mean, obviously, one, I won't be able to find all of the pictures on Google image search to use for the backgrounds, and even then I don't know how the creator of this would feel about me just showing off all their art without other people having to buy the book. Two, I mean, I'll show some of it so you guys like have an accurate idea of what this person's art style is like. But yeah, I'll be using other things. So it's a mix of different ideas. Like, well, maybe I could use pictures from various animes I like, or even video games I like. I was considering just having a bunch of pictures from Brave Fensu Musashi or Mega Man Legends. I still want a Brave Fensu Musashi 3 and a Mega Man Legends 3. So yeah, I'm not going to stop bitching about that. I want those games. That would be cool. I would enjoy that. I want a Mega Man Legends 3. And here's the thing, since it's been like 20 years since both the games came out, there's no reason why it can't be like PS5 level quality and have just everything. It's awesome. I also consider the idea of just having various anime maids, whether it be even ecchi ones, where like, okay, you're not seeing nipples. I was actually considering using a picture of a really hot anime maid girl, but like really big tits, but you know, the skirt's just long enough you don't see her vagina, and it's, you know, you don't see nipples. But it's still pretty much enough of the tit is out of the maid outfit that, like, yeah, there should be nipples at that spot. The nipples shouldn't be that far down. It's more like, I mean, there's different ways that censorship works to, you know, get the rating that you need for certain anime. Because there's some animes where, like, okay, it's not quite nudity, but it's like, here's tits, we just didn't draw the nipples. So, and even then, it's like, okay, well, maybe I can just crop it like a bit where it's just like you don't see the cleavage and just the cute anime girl face. Then at that point, it's like, why don't I just like start looking up actual hentai and just start cropping to where you just see the people's faces, making very enthusiastic expressions. Then I was also considering just getting like various pictures of anime girls eating like cheeseburgers or pizza. Heck, I wound up coming across like several pictures of Garagura just eating pizza. I'm like, I mean, that'd be hilarious to use for a background, but I don't know if I'd want that to be the first picture I use in this. And even then, if I use a picture of Garagura eating pizza or another anime vtuber, you know, eating pizza, I mean, which... Well, that's kind of funny. I flipped open to the book to get a random... Granted, that's not really a tarot card reading thing, but... Because like I said, it comes with a little paper thing wrapped around the tarot cards, and I have not torn that open, so... I don't know if I'll ever use these cards, but it's cool to look at the art. Because it shows a picture of like all the tarot cards and explains each of them throughout this little book. I mainly got it for the book. That being said, I flipped open to a random page because I was like, the idea was of saying, like, hey, you know, if I do use a picture of Garagura, I mean, which one? There's so many. And even just the ones that are eating cheeseburgers and pizza, let alone fan arts and official arts and all that crap. But here's the thing, I just flipped over randomly. I got the devil. That's... Gargura, would you like to be used in place of the devil? Then again, there probably is... I'll probably use the devil card if I can find a Google image search. And everyone's like, well, you got the book. Why don't you just scan it in or take a picture? I'm like, I'm not doing that much. No. I will look it up on Google image search. And I'll be like, okay, that's the same thing I see in this book. Good. I mean, if I ever do another live stream, I'll show it off in the live stream. But I doubt I'll ever do that, because I'm only ever doing that if I have 6-pack. And that apparently is going to take a while. And that's discouraging. I feel like I should have made more progress by now. But if I ever do, well, no, when I do, let's be more positive about this. And I have some amount of self-confidence. When we have a 6-pack, I will fucking show the shit off of that. I'm like, yeah, look at it. But also like, hey, look at this book and anything else I think would be cool to show. I don't know. Also, like, I have the Goo Eyes art book and the Evangelion art book. And I could just look up pictures of that stuff online too. And I was like, why don't you just scan that? I'm like, I will do a flip through when I do the next live stream, okay? So I'll do a live stream when I have a 6-pack. And I will show off this anime book, and I will show off those anime books, okay? And I will show every page, even though I hold the book awkwardly as fuck. Then again, given the fact that I did get that one webcam, the cheap thing from Walmart, a few months back, I mean, I could just, it's not attached to the laptop, I can just move it around, so I could just sit down and hold it above the book. I could actually look at the thing and see in real time, okay, am I actually... Because a lot of times I'll be holding the book in a way where I can't... It's in the way of the screen, and I can't see anything. This way I'd actually be able to see the screen and see, okay, in real time. Because afterwards, like, when I go to upload the video, I'm like, oh, the book's halfway out of shot. Well, I can't fix that now. It's like, yeah, I can't just... Yeah, we'll just put in parts of the book that weren't even captured by the fucking camera. It's like, that's not how technology works. But I think it's kind of fun. I'm just like talking about Gargura and I open up randomly. I don't know if Gura would find that funny, that it's just like I'm talking about her and I flip open the book randomly. The devil. I don't know. I'm halfway attempting to keep mentioning other VTubers and like flip open to the book in random pages. But also, it might be interesting to note that the devil is the yandere subtype in terms of anime terms, because it's an anime tarot card. So everything's based off of anime, themes and imagery, and technically all these tarot cards are drawn with similar motifs to the original tarot card stuff. That's classical, but in an anime style that looks really cool. But yeah, like I've attempted to start mentioning other VTubers and flipping over random things just to see who they'd be, but I feel like everyone on the internet would be embarrassed to be associated with me, regardless of... And I talk to and I annoy people of all sorts of different, like... I don't know, name a group on the internet. I probably have messaged them and talked to them a little bit. I'm all over the place. But I feel like no matter who you are on the internet... Especially if you have your own channel and you're actually, talking yourself. I feel like you would be embarrassed to be associated with me. Like, I feel like it would be embarrassing, like... hey, did you know Lunar was talking about you? And they're like, oh my god. Person, like, put their hand to their face, like, this is embarrassing. And I'm talking about people that I've actually probably, had very embarrassing jokes online on YouTube. I'm a very cringy person. So I imagine it's embarrassing to be associated with me in any way, even if it's just hey, here's this random weird weeaboo talking about you. It's hey, here's this nerd guy and he mentioned you. And he's really weird, and he talks about weird things. But other than me being an embarrassment to myself and everyone else in both the analog and digital world, I'm going to take a drink of tea, and we're going to read some of this. And like I said, we'll use various pictures throughout the videos in the future. If I can actually find a Google image search any of these characters, like if I get to the devil, I'll use a picture of the devil card if it's on Google image search. If not, I'm using a picture of Gargura. I just don't know if it'd be one of her eating pizza or not. But like I said, I'll use the pictures in this book if I find them in Google image search. This picture you're seeing is the one on the title, which I think is appropriate given the fact that this is the first part of the video. Series, I guess. So, that being... by the way, there is a picture of the full card on the back. And I will say this. I do recommend buying this book. It's $20. Also, you get a tarot card deck with it. But, you know, you don't... if you're... because maybe I have mixed feelings on the whole tarot card deck stuff. But the art I saw in the book, or like just on the little box it came in, was very... Alright, and there's writing on the back. Embrace and deepen your understanding of the spiritual and intuitive power of the tarot. Practice with your... I'm a fat ass. I read the word tarot and I was thinking of the purple potato stuff and the mochi things. Practice with your favorite modern anime characters and symbols, whether it's the Empress, a card embodying femininity, beauty, nurturing, and abundance, represented by Yamano Nadeshiko, the epitome of purity, poise, kindness, honesty, or the Hermit, a card of solitude, soul-searching withdrawal. Well, I know that one all too well. The Hermit, a card of solitude, soul-searching, and withdrawal. Linked to the Hikikomori, the modern-day recluses who rely on social media and other forms of distanced communication to connect. Anime Tarot expands upon the symbolism, archetypes of the tarot with fun, innovative twist. And the images on the sides are the, I think, Magician. The one on the front, I don't know, probably the Moon or the Empress. Let's flip through. But yeah, I just think it's funny. On the back of the book is the Fool. But yeah, I would just like, I talk about Gargoyle and I flip open to a random page, I get the Devil. Number 15, the Devil, Yandere. How is Light Yagami from Death Note a Yandere? Well, since we're already here, we'll go and read this one. Since I don't know if Gargura fits this archetype or not. But number 15, the Yandere. This is page 33 in this book, Major Arcana. The back of this book is full, and the front I think is either the Moon or the Empress. Let's flip through real quick to see if I can find that picture. No, there's Empress. The Empress is very pretty. But yeah, this one's the High Priestess. The Devil. Gargura. Okay, I'm teasing you. But the main point being is, I just think it's funny. I mentioned Gargura and I flip open the book and I get the Devil. Number 15, the Devil. Yandere. Attributes: oppression, addiction, sexuality, temptation. Reverse attributes: release, change, breaking the cycle. The Devil has two sides, as do like all the tarot card things apparently. The Devil has two sides. One side encourages you to... Well, let's actually enunciate. The Devil has two sides. One side encourages you to delight in the pleasures of life, such as lust, decadence, and indulgence. The other warns of unhealthy attachment and addiction. Are there negative vices that continuously bring you down and hold you back? Don't let reasonable indulgences become toxic. The Devil is unfulfilled and tries to achieve fulfillment with the same short-term solutions over and over again. You may be falling victim to a cycle, trapped in bad habits and toxic dependencies that lead you down the wrong path. Check in with yourself and your habits with this card appears. Are you restricting yourself from indulging, or have you delved too far into decadence? The devil's analog in anime is the yandere. Yanderes are usually depicted as girls or women, but they can occasionally be men, who are mentally and emotionally unstable and obsessed with an object of love or affection. Their obsession with a goal or lifestyle has grown too far and become oppressive, turning something that was initially idealistic, destructive, and harmful. The yandere's obsession dominates their actions, terrorizing and tainting the object of their passion. What should be a good thing has for the yandere become toxic. Reversed, this card is a call to action or a harbinger of change. You're ready to break the cycle of addiction, unhealthy habits, and problematic dependencies, and move forward to become a more fulfilled and happier you. Release yourself from those chains. The yandere appears in Inuyasha, both Narako and Kikyo, Post-Resurrection, Death Note, Light Yagami, Fruit Baskets, Akito Soma, Elfen Lied, Lucy, and Kono Oto Tomari, Sounds of Life, Akira Dojima. But it's funny, like, just mention, like, it's like, I might use Gargura for a picture, and it's like, the devil. It's like, okay. But, like, the anime pictures in here are really, they're awesome. They look really cool. And I've already done 16-minute video. We haven't done anything. Well, also, the book is divided into the introduction, and then we have the major arcana, then we have the minor arcana, then we have the wands, the cups, the swords, the pentacles. Okay, cool. Introduction. Why an anime tarot deck? While tarot has been around for hundreds of years, it's seen a grand revival in the last decade thanks to younger readers eager to learn how the cards can nurture intuition, spirituality, and more creative modern ways. In this guidebook, the classic symbolism of the tarot will be linked to the many fun archetypes in anime. As it turns out, there are plenty of connections. Readers can engage with this deck in many ways to deepen their understanding of their inner world. They can ask a question or simply pull a card to serve as a predictor, guide, or companion for the day, month, or year. Some things to note. The cards of the major arcana represent the Fool's spiritual journey, and so that's where the archetypes will shine, valuing insight, creativity, and receptivity. When interacting with these cards, will help you mirror the Fool's progress. Try to come to the deck with openness and honesty so you can self-reflect in a more informed and empowered way. Let the loving ode to the narrative traditions and artistic style of anime, the Anime Tarot deck, offer you the inspiration and familiarity you need when embarking on your personal journey. While tarot and anime use similar forms of archetypal storytelling, it should be noted that the pairings in this book were made subjectively. There are many ways to connect these two media. The pairings made here won't always be exact parallels. While connections can and will be made, readers are encouraged to explore further to understand the deeper nuances of the cards and their symbolism. The imagery behind the Anime Tarot. This tarot deck is built on the 1909 Rider-Waite deck, the most popular deck currently in use. However, the cards in the Anime Tarot deviate from classic imagery to incorporate anime aesthetics and visuals. The major arcana cards, as well as the court cards of the minor arcana, and specifically paired with and represented by anime archetypes. Caring for your anime tarot deck. Over time, outside energies as well as wear and tear can alter your cards, especially if others have used your deck. So occasionally cleansing is recommended. You can use incense, lavender, sage, frankincense, myrrh, are all appropriate candidates, or set crystals around and upon your deck. Selenite, quartz, amethyst, and black tourmaline are hardworking crystals and cleanse and dispel negative energy. Can't say I'm really a strong believer in any of that sort of stuff, but I do like nice smelling things. I do like cool looking crystals. I'm like, oh look, shiny things. I don't know. I think like blue apatite and amethyst, pretty cool. But it's more so like, hey, how can you use this in an anime? I don't know. And like the whole ASMR stuff, like it doesn't really do anything about it. It's just like it's a relaxation thing. It's nice. You can leave crystals on a windowsill to be charged by a full moon, but be sure to remove them once you wake, since sunlight can bleach certain types of crystals. At the end of the day, there are no official, hard and fast rules for carrying your tarot deck, just recommendations. In order to ensure the cards give accurate readings, every person's relation with their deck is completely personal and completely valid. Preparing for a reading. Readings have simple beginnings. You shuffle and cut the deck, and then, with a question in mind, you pull cards. The method of shuffling the cards doesn't matter. Shuffle in the way that feels right to you, as long as you concentrate on the question at hand while you do it. Tarot card spreads. There are a variety of card spreads for tarot. This guidebook will touch on 2 traditional spreads, along with the 1 card pool. This is a classic 3-card spread. It's pretty straightforward from left to right. The cards will present the past, the present, and the future. The Celtic Cross spread is perhaps the best known and most commonly used layout. This spread addresses several aspects of the reader's question to add nuance to the tarot's answers. The card roles are broken down as follows. 1. The question being asked, or the questioner's current situation. 2. Things that support or challenge the questioner or the situation. 3. The foundation of the question and what the questioner should focus on. 4. The past. 5. The possibilities involved, or what the questioner might be hoping for. 6. The near future. 7. The questioner and the energy they're bringing to the reading. 8. Questioner's environment or outside influences, or the effects of those around the questioner, if the question is about someone in particular. 9. Hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings. 10. Outcome. Use the 1-card pool when you want and need a clear, succinct answer to the question being asked. This type of reading can also be used at the start of each day to learn what you should expect or what to be on the lookout for. The Major Arcana. As stated previously, the cards of the Major Arcana depict the Fool's journey. The Fool, card 0 of 21, represents the innocent and naive seeker. This card also symbolizes the soul. Cards 1 through 21 map out the Fool's or the soul's journey toward the enlightenment. The Major Arcana can be divided into 3 groups of 7, known as septenaries or triads. These septenaries act as microcosms of the journey's 3-act structure. From birth to death, to spiritual actualization and enlightenment, some refer to the septenaries as unconsciousness, consciousness, and higher consciousness. Are we talking about id, ego, and superego now? I don't know. The first septenary, which focuses on the development of the self, is made with the cards 0 through 7. The Fool through the Chariot. The second septenary, which focuses on the development of the self with a larger societal context, includes cards through 8 through 14, Strength through Temperance. The third and final septenary focuses on enlightenment and spiritual development. This septenary includes cards 15 through 21, the Devil through the World. Take inspiration from the Fool's journey for your own life and spiritual development as you become better acquainted with the cards and their groupings. Okay. The rest of the videos that I do on this should be a lot shorter because it'll just be, reading one individual major arcana, the minor, and then I don't know if I would read all the cups in one go. I suppose when I get to the cups and wands and swords and stuff and pentacles, I'll probably just read them all in one go. But I think I'll do each of the major and minor arcanas as one video. Maybe. There's also the individual characters of. Yes, you're just flipping through and looking at random anime characters. Yes, I know. I'll go and end the video. Anyway, hope everyone had a good day. Bye.